Were they just like planning something? Oh man. Excuse me! Oh, am I stuck? Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. I'm gonna be doing some more loyalty missions today, and I decided we're gonna take a look at Samara's loyalty mission because she's new and I really like her, and I just want to get to know her backstory because she kind of talked about it a little bit when we were talking with her when I first got her, but she said she didn't want to discuss it any further.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
I imagine so, because it seems like from the time that I've known her, her personality definitely seems like the type of person to be like, I'm gonna do everything on my own, and she's very strong-willed, but also I think because of what she mentioned before, that she's very lonely and she's never had anyone to just sit and talk with before, in a really long time at least. So that's fine.
It's alright. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Okay.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega.
Of course it's Omega.
Called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years.
Damn!
It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
400 years?
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat-Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
Sounds like you, but to be fair, we also kill, but, alright.
So is an Ardat-Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
So, when she has sex with someone, she kills them. Is that what you're trying to say to me? Because, like, we already experienced that with Liar, the way that Asari mate. That's kind of messed up. It's kind of bad.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat-Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Okay.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength.
Oh, that's why she's not going to.
The more she does it, the more she needs to do it.
Right.
She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
Cause this may be a bit TMI, but I would like to think we're all adults around here watching my channel, because my channel's not for kids, but it's like that when you have sex. Like, it's the adrenaline rush and everything, so you can be addicted to it. So it's like a drug. And then adding on top of that, killing someone, and like she just said, it gives her power to become more powerful. So this is a very dangerous individual. I can understand why it's to this extreme where they're kind of like doing a bounty hunt on her. And it's kind of sad that in the end it's not really their fault. They were just born like that. But yeah, I just want to hear what Shepard has to say.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
Okay, I can see why she's dangerous, and yeah, I can sympathize too, because like she just said, like, it's kind of prison. Honestly, you either choose death or prison.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me.
Anyways.
There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
Okay, I did not see that coming. I just thought, oh no. Oh no!
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat-Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
Oh no, that's her own kid. I'm sorry. I don't know if she's like desensitized to it because she's been chasing her for a long time, and also because the Asari lived for a really long time. But oh my god!
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
Okay, I don't mean to pity. It's just if I was in your situation, I'd be like, oh, but is it your fault? How is it your fault?
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask, and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Yikes. I mean, damn. I don't know if Samara is... Again, it's different because you can't really say like all Asari are emotionless. I mean, look at Liara. She was kind of like putting up a wall when we first saw her, but she definitely has a lot of emotions under her. I don't really know if I could put her in the same category as, like, example, Miranda. Miranda has a cold exterior, but underneath it all, she's a very emotional being. So I don't know if Samara is like that, but I can't compare because, like I said, she's been living for a really long time, so maybe she's just used to it already. But I would like to think this, like, bothers her a lot. Even though she says don't pity her, because when we first talked with her, she said I don't want to talk about it right now. So clearly it still bothers her.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me.
No, it's
Help
okay.
me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Damn, I didn't think it was gonna be her kid. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a very interesting thing. Hang on, can I read about that? Wait. Ardat-Yakshi. Demon of the Night Wind. Are Asari suffering from a genetic disorder preventing conventional meddling of nervous systems during mating? Instead, Ardat-Yakshi electrochemically ravage their partner nervous system, in extreme cases leaving victims vegetated individuals or corpses. Asari psychologists regard this incapacity for metal fusion as preventing the development of empathy, leading to psychopathy. Oh, so it turns them... It's not a matter of, like, them getting high off of it. It just turns them mentally and leaves them not developing empathy, which turns them into, like, a freaking psychopath. There is no known cure. This disorder genetically begins in infancy, reaching full pathological during maiden adolescent sexual development, while seductive and sexually driven as other Asari. Ardat-Yakshi are conveniently sterile, so she cannot reproduce. Ancient Asari mythology held Ardat-Yakshi as gods of destruction, depicting them as villains in countless legends, and as the anti-heroes of numerous Asari epics. Contrary to popular belief, Ardat-Yakshi are neither extremely rare, around 1% of Asari dwell on the Ardat-Yakshi spectrum. Nor are all murderers, obviously not. Most cultivate and discard countless exploitive or abusive relationships during their legal, marginal lives. Despite rumors of Ardat-Yakshi syndicates, by nature, Ardat-Yakshi are incapable of long-term cooperation. As disproportional wealthy species, Asari employ their economic reach and immediate ownership to hide the Ardat-Yakshi pathology from the galactic community, placing most Ardat-Yakshi in monitored work programs or seclusion. Only the most aggressive cases are sentenced to sanitaria and prisons, or to the execution list of justicars, which we have reached with Samara, and it's her own daughter. That's actually very sad. Now I'm kind of curious about what her daughter is gonna be like, and now that reading that Codexa entry, it kind of just shows that she really is probably gonna be like a psychopath, because she has no empathy, or at least she hasn't developed the emotion for empathy. And I guess that's why Samara is very cold towards her too. I don't know. But I think this does bother her. It's still her kid. It doesn't matter. She clearly blames herself though. Like, it's her fault my kids are this way. But you didn't know your kids are gonna end up like that, so how is it your fault? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just interested to see how her daughter's gonna be. You think Morden would have like good commentary? Because again, I don't even know if it matters at this point. Because some of the squad members don't really have much to say anyway.
The daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat-Yakshi's location.
Yeah.
However, given the reputation of Ardat-Yakshi among the Asari, Arya Talbot may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
See, that's the thing, because this place is just very known for killing, right? So you wouldn't be able to track them.
Let me in.
What do you need? An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat-Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat-Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Okay.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
I think we can do that, right? Okay, let's go. I hope we can.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medic said it was a brain hemorrhage.
Oh no, this is the daughter that got
killed. It was
killed.
murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Arya's people?
No.
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Okay.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
Okay,
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about
she
Morinth.
must be quite
That sounds
charming.
familiar.
Yeah.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
I don't want to be... Okay, I'm not trying to be like an ass, because saying like, you have my oath seems like I have to like promise something, and I don't like making promises when I don't know the full situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be insensitive or even disrespectful towards Samara, because I know that's her job. as Justicar, so I understand that. It's just for me personally, I don't know the situation yet.
Once we have all the facts, we'll decide on a course of action.
If you find the person that hurt my nephew, kill her. Or tell me where she is and I'll kill her.
I can't really blame her. She's a mom, right? So...
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time to the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
That's sad.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
She's just a mom
Sorry,
herself, and I do wonder
miss her so much.
if Samara is kind of
okay.
like
We've all
relating
suffered
to
loss.
this.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she does. I knew
Please,
it.
if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
I knew it. I knew she was gonna be like very sympathetic. Maybe it's just the fact that she's been like holding on to this for such a long time. She's an Asari, lives a long life, so she can't really express the emotions she's been going through. Adding on top of that, she hasn't even talked to anyone about this. So I find this so fascinating that she's kind of like coming out and saying all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Neff made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it, but I'd never part with it.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped your root's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then, the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Damn, okay. So, they just met at the club, and then she said the way that she danced hypnotizes me, so I don't know if that has anything relating to her using any sort of power over her, or it's just the way that she looks, I'm not sure.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces, we can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks
Yeah,
to
we
you
don't
on
know how
many
strong
levels.
she is. It's kind of
Her
scaring
body
me.
tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
It's interesting that she mentioned her eyes, because that's the first thing I noticed about Samara too, her eyes. It's kind of like one of the things that I liked about Liara too. Like aside from her cute freckles, like her eyes as well. I don't know if that's an Asari thing, but like,
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned.
Right.
She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
Do you have a plan?
You sound like you're working your way toward an idea.
Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
I'm the bait! Oh no, okay.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me.
Right, of
but
course.
she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
I'm walking into this place with no gun and no backup?
I will be in the shadows watching, Shepard. You will never be alone. This I swear. But you cannot barge in with
No,
guns
she's
and
right,
allies.
because she's gonna
Morinth
run.
is far too cagey. She'd simply disappear. This is a subtle, delicate act. Trust me.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
Oh, wait, there was like a note here.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Were they just like planning something? Oh man. Excuse me! Oh, am I stuck? Hello? Alright, so we're gonna be bait. This is gonna be interesting, because, apparently I have a thing for Asaris anyway, so I can only imagine if her mom looks like that, what does she look like? I'm doomed. Oh, it's here. Oh my god, no wonder I couldn't find it. I came here last time, I think. Jesus.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
Ooh.
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who wasn't?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
Alright, thanks.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the
Damn,
trap.
I gotta act like I
Know
wanna
this,
sleep with her?
Until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
Shit, alright.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
What if I die?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
Defend someone or dance? I don't know.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her.
Leader type,
Violence
okay.
excites her.
Okay.
You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Alright. I actually do trust her. I know she'll back me up. It'll be okay.
Okay. What other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Okay, here we
Let's
go.
get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Yeah, no worries. I'm actually honored that you trust me this much, you know? Okay, here we go. Alright. I'm cool. Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make
this
you
her
feel
next
things.
victim?
And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
She sounds amazing. Is she here?
She was here a couple of days ago talking about the band. She's here a lot. When she comes back, I'm gonna have tickets.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Okay, so her reach is pretty strong. Punch?
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper.
Okay, so that's one in I can do. Punch or dance, right? Okay, hang on.
Don't be like that.
Save this
I got
girl.
creds. We'll go back to my place. I got simple tastes.
Back off, asshole. I'm a dancer, not a hooker.
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you
Oh,
use it.
hell no!
The lady asked you to step away.
You want in on this transaction? Hey, I don't care if it's you or this bitch. I just like good times.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
Yeah, you guys need better security. Alright, that was one. Save the girl. And then dance, right? Is there like anyone else I can talk to before I dance?
Lots of money on display here tonight. Good cred hunting tonight. We'll hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep ink off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
I'll be on my way now.
That's right.
I can't
Keep
start a
walking.
fight because she doesn't like that. That is what the mom said. As much as I would like to stop them from robbing people, I should not do that.
I hate this place.
Insult!
Everyone in
I'm
it.
not doing that.
Every night I hate it.
The drinks
all
here
over
are so strong. I'm not
What'll
complaining.
you have?
These are good people, but they look bored. Bored people don't spend much.
And you got an idea for how I could fix that?
A round of drinks shows that you appreciate their business. Your rep will improve and you'll make more money in the end.
Maybe worth a try once. You better be right. Listen up, everyone! We love having you here, so a round of drinks on the house!
Okay, that kind of did something for me.
I don't talk to people.
Okay, I should probably start dancing, right? Here we go.
Hey. Hey! I'll dance next to you. You want to think we're dancing together, go ahead.
I do want to think that.
Shepard still looks very awkward. I mean...
My name is Morinth. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me?
What does she look like? She looks like her mom, doesn't she? Oh no.
Some nights I
Oh
come
no,
here and
she
there's no one
does!
interesting to talk to.
She's hot!
Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
I know what I like.
Do you?
Okay, hang on. Music.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
Expel 10.
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that. You know?
Okay, like Hallex?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Apparently so.
You know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me.
No wonder she was so
about
attracted
you?
to the girl, like the mom said. She's into art and everything.
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Yeah.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most
I
people
gotta
can't
seem
imagine.
like I'm a lunatic.
Yes.
I have to match
When
your
I
energy.
travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Strength, right? Because that's the thing that she wants.
If you're the strongest, you have the power.
That's certainly true. Among children.
Whoever wants it the most is willing to do anything for it, has the power.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby.
I did it!
I want you alone.
Please don't kill me. Okay, here we go. This is your apartment, huh? I'ma just look around if you don't mind. This is actually really cool. Wow. Who's this?
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped.
Is that a sculpture or is that actually a Krogan? You know what I'm saying?
I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win. Just before you kill him.
Girl, if I didn't know you were a murderer, you're really giving off vibes that you're gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? You're not subtle. Ooh, a sword.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
Once again, if I didn't know, you would probably murder me right now, wouldn't you?
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do.
Okay, here we go. We might die.
I love clubs.
She said be careful, don't get seduced by her.
Heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
Safety is a lie. No. Ooh. Here's me and you're safe. Is that what you want? Let me see.
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that.
Girl, are you sitting on my lap? Oh, God. Help me. Help. Help. What do I say here? Wait, because like I think I may actually like get seduced by her. We're not alike.
We've both killed many times, but that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games.
Uh-oh. She's hypnotizing me!
Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Oh, so that's how she gets them. So it's the same way. Well, I mean, when we do mate with Liara, her eyes do that too. So it's a hypnotizing thing, isn't it?
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Surprise! Your mom's here!
Morinth! Mother.
Do not call me that.
I can't choose to stop being your daughter, Mother.
You made your choice long ago.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! She's strong too! Oh, God!
The gifts you gave me. Enough, Morinth!
What do I do here?
I am the genetic destiny of the Asari, but they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
What the? That's an option? No, first of to kill the daughter? No offense, she's very interesting and everything, but if you think about this logically, why would you let her on the team? She'd probably kill someone on the squad members, like our team. Not the enemy, our team. She'd probably kill someone. Why would I kill Samara? What lunatic does that? Hell no.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
Damn, she's so hot, sorry.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
Oh, shit.
I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Are you okay? Did she just like explode her head or something?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
Okay, hang on.
I want to look around a bit more.
Very well.
Okay, give me a second.
I will remember the day of Morinth's birth. Tell me when you are ready.
Oh, that's actually really sad. I'll remember the day of Morinth's birth. Oh. Let me just make sure there's like nothing left behind that I can't take or something.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Wow. I don't even, I have no words. I feel kind of bad. That last sentence she said, you know, let an old warrior go. That's basically her life work, isn't it? Just to find her daughter. The reason why she became a Justicar was because of her. And now she's accomplished it. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to the Normandy and talk with her. I am curious though, what would happen if you did kill Samara and save Morinth? Like, would she actually join the Normandy or she would just like double cross Shepard? Because I have a feeling she'd probably double cross her. There's no way she'd be like, yeah, let me join you now. Are you kidding me? She's a murderer. Okay, let's talk with her.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
So, yeah, I'm correct then. It's just a matter of she's so used to, you know, doing this whole thing for a very long time. It's kind of like, it kind of like dulls her out. So she doesn't, it's not a matter if she didn't have these emotions. It's just like, it's so normal. It's numbing to her instead. And the price of freedom. Let's see what Shepard has to say.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
No, of course not. I mean, that is also like, I mean, you can say that about anything, price of freedom for a lot of things, especially if you're trying to do the right thing. And that's kind of like the moral of this game. Doing the right thing is not always going to be right per se. Obviously, stopping her is the right thing, but you really think about it, she's killing her own daughter. Is that really right? You know? So, in a way, I'm glad she has closure at least. And like she said, she was the bravest and smartest of her daughters. So it makes me wonder if she saw herself in Morinth, like that was like her when she was younger. Because of what Samara said earlier, how she partied and did all these things and, you know, slept around with people, went on adventures. Like, it sounds like she saw herself in her daughter.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
That is kind of true. And you know that when I make decisions, I have like a moment where I like discuss about what I'm thinking, and it's hard because I mentioned this in the last couple episodes when I was talking with Jacob, how when Jacob said like, oh, we're the heroes, and they don't give us enough credit for this, we do a lot of work for this, and it's true. Our emotions or what we feel always comes second if you're always trying to do the right thing, because especially if it's for the greater good. In this case, Samara was doing something for the greater good too. It's not only her daughter, not only stopping a murder, but it's protecting other people from falling into the trap of being one of Morinth's victims. And because what Morinth just said, she wants to be like the legacy of the Asari or whatever, so that's not good.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
That sounded so sad, the way she said that. I'm so proud of her. Oh man, even though her daughter did bad things, she's still proud of the fact that she was herself? If that makes any sense? Even though it is twisted to think like herself was being like this crazy, bloodthirsty, power-hungry person, but she's still proud that her daughter, I guess in a way, gets to live out her life because her other children are basically in prison. And she just said her children are her life. So even though this is all twisted, she's still a proud mother in the end.
Killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat-Yakshi.
Right, there's probably a lot more.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation.
So wait,
it only occurs in purebloods like myself.
Oh, okay, that's what I was asking.
Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
That's what I wanted to know. How does that gene come out of nowhere? Wait, isn't Liara a pureblood, right? Or her parents are both Asari, right? Isn't that what she said? I can't remember.
I thought Ardat-Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat-Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
Right, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense. How would she continue on if she's just straight up like murdering people and she can't reproduce?
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
I wonder if the reason why she's so hard on herself and the reason why she blames herself for having children with the Ardat-Yakshi gene is because like the way she lived her life before she became a Justicar. Like I said, I think that's why she's so proud of Morinth, not only because of the way that she like lived her life or she did what she had to do, because she sees herself in her. So I just wonder if she thinks that that's karma for her.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Well, I mean, hey, it's hard for me to understand, but I just feel like if it was me, I'd probably think like this because it's like karma for what I did when I was younger. I don't know, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from Samara, but I imagine we can talk to her later, right? Okay, so we'll talk to Samara later. Let me talk to the rest of the crew, see if we can get any more dialogue out of them.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live,
we're bros!
We'll get loud, spill some drinks on the Citadel.
Oh, that was actually really cool. I'm glad. Okay, that's great.
We'll talk later.
I don't think
Commander.
Majority of the crew has anything really to say. I chucked Garrus, Miranda, and Grunt. They didn't have anything new to say. But that was cool with Jacob. What about Morden?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not a good time. Trying to map contamination vectors requires focus. Shipwide infection of human-tailored virus possible if I slip. Anything else?
Okay.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Alright, I'm going.
I'm glad things worked out, Commander. I was worried you'd dump Samara for some crazy soul sucker with a death fetish, all lithe and sexy and... Never mind.
Yo, Joker, does that mean you would?
I assume everything's going well
What the
up
hell? Okay, I'm kind of curious to see what would happen if I didn't save Samara. So I made an extra save. So we're gonna go back there and just kind of take a look and see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens if I just give in. I'm very curious. I'm curious.
Anything I want.
I want you. I kill for you. Anything you want.
Shh, darling. Just relax and hear my words.
Oh shit, she comes in anyway. She does really have our back. Okay, so this is gonna be the other option. What would happen if I kill Samara? I'm just very curious. Let's see what would happen.
More useful to me.
You will regret your choice.
Oh damn, she doesn't fight back.
Goodbye, mother.
What about
Thank
us?
You, my mother was as powerful as she was hateful. You helped me. Now I'll help you. Let me take my mother's place on your team.
You don't seem to care at all about the death of
Hang
your
on,
mother.
this is so
Why should I?
curious.
She was dead to me long
Interesting.
ago. But I'll keep her alive for you so you don't have any complications with your crew. I'm a dead ringer for my belated mother. Few people can tell us apart.
Oh,
And
so
I've
she will.
practiced long and hard to mimic her in every way.
I mean, she does look like her mom.
Have you absorbed your mother's powers?
Don't be silly. I have a wide range of talents beyond my biotic abilities. Acting is one of them. It took years to perfect, but when I was younger, posing as my mother brought its advantages. How do you think I originally escaped from Thessia?
Let me just slip into this horrible uniform and
Oh
none will
my
be the
god,
wiser.
that's actually very cool.
Let's go.
This is going to be fun.
Wow! That's interesting. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I really thought she was just gonna kill us. So she can be a part of your crew? Wait.
You might want to
Wait,
speak
let's go
Italian.
see her.
She seems very worried about something.
And it doesn't say Samara anymore. It says Morinth. Oh my god. This is not, I'm not keeping this as in the playthrough. I just wanted to see because it's easy to do this choice to like go back and load saves. Other major choices, I would have to like play through a lot of things to see. So that's why I'm looking at this in case anyone's wondering. I'm not gonna do this that often. I'm just curious, okay? Where's she at? Oh, there she is.
How do you like my look, Shepard? Convincing? No one has a clue about Mother. It remains our little secret.
You've been through a lot.
I'm always fine, Shepard. I learned hundreds of years ago to look out for myself.
How do you handle such a solitary life?
I get lonely at times. I never really feel the love of another, at least not for long. I don't suppose there's anything I can do about that. But I want you to know something. My lovers spent their last moments experiencing pleasure you can't imagine. Like Neff. She died because her nervous system overloaded with an ecstasy so great she couldn't handle it.
Okay.
Why tell me this?
It's just something to think about.
She's like, hey, you want it?
You've lived through the impossible. If anyone could survive, now's not the time.
What the hell?
What do you think of Normandy's crew?
They're an interesting bunch, but they're not you.
Damn, you really have to bring it back to me.
You're so different from your mother.
She was a terrible mother. She did her duty with precision and care, but no love.
I think that's a
She taught us how to
lie.
honor the goddess, to be good Asari. She even tried to teach us the value of self-denial. I was a bit of a disappointment.
Little does she know that her mother adored her the most out of all her kids.
Some people take it hard when they disappoint their parents.
My mother disappointed me too, and my opinion is the one that matters. She was happy to lead a life devoid of pleasure and then die. But you die with or without honor, you're still dead. Take the pleasures you're offered.
Isn't it risky speaking in your own voice, Morinth?
I've spent centuries being discreet, dealing with any bug or probing eye. I've made sure that Itty can't listen in. We're safe here. I just want to be myself with you, Shepard.
What do you think of our mission?
The collectors are dangerous. I know I'd like them gone. Once that's accomplished, maybe you and I could celebrate.
She's gonna kill me, isn't she? She's definitely gonna kill me.
I should go.
So soon? Well, don't stay away too long.
She's gonna kill me. I think that's implying that she's like a secret romance option, but she's probably gonna kill Shepard at some point, right? Wow, this is so weird. Okay, let me load back because I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, I'm back. We got Samara here. It's okay. See, I prefer her, honestly. Her daughter really does scare me, but I do think it's really cool that BioWare gave us an option to take her on the Normandy instead of Samara, but that is so cool. That is very clever writing in that. But I do wonder how that would play out for the rest of the game. But anyway, I'm gonna end this episode here. Really glad that I got to know Samara more. I can sympathize with her about her like losing people that, you know, she cares about, doing her duty, because that is, you know, she has a point. That is exactly what Shepard is doing with her job. So they definitely relate. But her mission was wild. I didn't think that was gonna be her kid, but it was nice to know her daughter's scary, and props to BioWare for writing different branches, including the daughter, that she could come with us. I thought that's really cool. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Mass Effect 2, remember to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button for more episodes of Mass Effect 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!